My name's Rob Johnson, and I've been an AlphaGraphics franchisee, AlphaGraphics number 34, for 25 years now. For sure, the biggest advantage that I see is all of my fellow owners are a huge resource for me. I've developed lifetime friends in that 25 years, and them, as well as even some of the newer franchisees, are a great resource for me. For when we have issues in the business or when we have questions, I know that I can always get an answer. I love owning my own business because it just gives me the freedom to create my own destiny. I'm really fortunate in that I learned really early that I didn't want other people doing that for me, and I've never looked back. So that's been a big advantage. Well, again, I think it comes down to the freedom for me to make choices with my own destiny, which gives you lifestyle choices that maybe you wouldn't get if you were to be a part of a company. You know, I love the support system. Over the years, I've learned where I can push buttons and where I can find resources, and I really don't wait for them to come to me. If I need something, I reach out to them, and I've never not had the answer come back, you know, that I've wanted. They've always been there to help me or find the resource that would help me. One of the great things about AlphaGraphics is that other owners have helped me along the way, and they continued to do that. And I am constantly calling my fellow franchisees and to get answers to questions that maybe they've had a piece of equipment that I'm looking at, maybe they've done a marketing service that I haven't done, and I'm constantly using them to benefit me and my center to kind of cut that learning curve down. I never considered being an independent. I wanted the resources of a big company. I wanted my own business, but I knew that I didn't want to do it on my own. And I think that's made all the difference in the world. And as I look back and think, in fact, I do look back all the time and think, where would I be if I were an independent? And there's just no way I would have been able to achieve what I've achieved on my own. With AlphaGraphics, you know, kind of kicking your tail all the way along and making sure that you're on top of the trends, on top of the technology, on top of all of the things that we need to be on top of, they take a lot of those hats away from me so I can focus on my core business and growing my business. And I think that makes all the difference. When we go into an account today, we are having a different conversation than we were even just a few years ago. And so the types of jobs that we're trying to land are from concept to fulfillment. So some of the front-end work that doesn't have anything to do with print, we are now charging for and using our time to bill those customers those hourly rates versus ink on paper. And it's put us in a different game. It's put us in companies talking with marketing managers and CEOs about handling all of their visual communications. And there is a lot of non-print work that goes with that, and that's been successful for us. We're trying to control their whole process with their messaging and the way they communicate with their employees, the way they communicate with their customers, etc. And that's getting us more work. it's getting us more core work as well, and that's still important to us. Going into the new now has been a little bit stressful, but we've never been shy about reinventing ourselves or going down new roads. We don't ever say no to anything that comes our way, and because of that attitude, I think it's launched us into the new now and the marketing services as quickly as we can. I'm sure that there's things that we don't know, but quite frankly, jumping into those things is probably the number one reason we've had 2 record years in a row, being last year and this year. Our sales are up substantially, and a lot of the work that we're getting today is work that we wouldn't have dreamed about doing 5 years ago. You know, it probably didn't at the time that I got in when I was 25 years old. I wasn't thinking exit, but now that I just turned 50, I am thinking about exit, you know, 5–10 years from now, and it's a hugely important topic for me. And I have a son that will probably take the business, but I know with the experience I've had within AlphaGraphics that I've got a center that I really could sell. I've got a center that will sell, and it will sell for a good multiple because it's a good quality business.